If you don't understand science, it's hard to teach science. And in our nation, elementary school teachers don't have a lot of background in science. In fact, fewer than 5% have a science degree.
Teachers often are themselves a little nervous about mathematics.
Unfortunately, learning isn't cool, but once you know it, you become cool. So there's this impasse that students have to struggle with.
We're in the middle of a teaching and learning revolution unlike anything that's been seen for half a millennium.
What we're creating in the new curriculum is something that is as immersive as the best films, as engaging as the best video games, as social as the social networking tools that kids use, as analytically sophisticated as the most powerful search engines, all in the service of a learning experience that is as personal as a live tutor or a personal teacher.
The problem with traditional textbooks is they just present a lot of information, a lot of facts, often incoherently, and think that just by passing it along to kids that they can learn that information. And we know from research that it doesn't work that way.
What seems to work with kids is that you have to learn how to listen to their ideas and take their ideas into account as you build the new ideas.
Games are a place where students are allowed to fail. Everyone says that in order to learn, you have to admit that you're going to fail sometimes. No one just understands multiplication right off of the bat. By putting that into a game where you're pretty much taught from the age of 1 that good sportsmanship is losing sometimes and winning sometimes, you're in a place where you can try new things and try thinking different ways about a problem.
By the time they get to middle school, students think of writing as actually being corrected, because anytime they write something, even with the most positive and supportive teacher, what they get back is how they can fix it. And if you get back how you can fix it, that means that there's a big problem with it. And so we show teachers how to give students the kind of feedback that's going to actually make them more skillful and change what they do next. We tend to think that only some students love to read and write, and when it's done right, every student is going to love to read and write, and then they're going to do it so much more and in turn get really good at it.
Not since Gutenberg has the world of reading and writing been so radically transformed.
When you set an ambitious goal, people come out of the woodwork from all over the world to say, I want to be part of that. And so suddenly talent from out in Hollywood and from London and from Paris that has special expertise in animation or acting or screenwriting. There's a Seinfeld writer who said, I think I can make grammar less boring than it is today. When all of these people are drawn into a project, they themselves have a lot to contribute, but the really powerful thing is when they're around the conference table, dreaming together about what school could be, really magical things happening.
There's nothing out there like this in the world today. This represents a real advance forward for teachers, for students.
The work on this curriculum is rigorous, evidence-based, grounded in the analytics that are the original core business, and it's results-oriented.
Every day we're getting to invent things that we didn't dream were even possible. And what's really exciting is everyone in the room is committed to the idea that we're not going to stop until every kid comes to school excited about what they can learn, what challenges they can overcome, and every teacher comes to school thinking, this is why I